Boom. So here's what he's talking about in the chat. First things first, I retweeted it. So this is coming from Pirate Nation. Not familiar with this account. Honestly, this shit just showed up on my For You page. I'm going to say take this with a big grain of salt. Shadow of the Erdtree, Elden Ring's upcoming DLC. Rumored that previews will be released on June 7th. So he's saying expect a media blitz on June 7th. Expect to see some videos in your sub box or articles or something like that. We'll see. June 7th. And the map is rumored to be around the size of Khalid, Lernia, Mountaintop of Giants. Yes, it's that big. So the original rumor was it was supposed to be the size of Limgrave. If you played Elden Ring, you know Limgrave is the first area you get into where you fight the Centennial Tree. But he's saying that it's supposed to be the size of 3 major areas. And then there's going to be 4 legacy dungeons, and the DLC is around 70 hours long if you want to 100% it. So if you want to beat, and originally when they announced it, I think there was supposed to be like 8 to 10 mainline bosses, side bosses. So this is crazy. This would make sense why it's $40. This is not a regular piece of DLC if this turns out to be true, but take it with a grain of salt. If this 70 hours to 100% it is true, I would say it would probably take people on average 20 to 40 hours to beat the DLC. If you just try to run through it and do a little bit of side stuff. Oh, that Twitter account is not trustworthy at all. And that's why I said, that's why I didn't even have this like on the notes for like to talk about it. But somebody brought it up in the chat for shits and giggles. You know, I brought it up. But yo, shout out to Versatile with the 5 gifted subs. I'd take it with a super grain of salt. Not sure if anyone told you, but in Hellblade, if you die more than like 50 times, it'll give you a permadeath and you have to start the game over. Oh no, I didn't even know that. I don't even think I've died anything close to 50, so we'll be all right, I think. There's a new Souls-like people are talking about called Entoria, the last song. It looks interesting. I'll look it up in a second. So yeah, that's the first piece of news I got for you. What I really wanted to talk about to start the stream is a new job listing has been given hope to Titanfall 3, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Shout out to Bloody Bear with the bits. I appreciate you. A job listing at Respawn, the developer behind Titanfall and the Battle Royale spinoff Apex Legends, is calling for a senior director with a multiplayer first-person experience to lead a team on a title that's incredibly early in pre-production right now. It's no confirmation, but my unruly heart has already decided that it's Titanfall 3, so we must do everything to ensure that happens. The only problem with that is there's been several rumors that have come out across the years about what's the name? They're working on a game set in the Apex, which is disrespectful to Titanfall fans. But there's a rumor going around that they were working on some game that was based in the Apex universe, but then rumors came out that game was canceled. So maybe this is something different. Maybe it is Titanfall 3. We don't know. Yo, shout out to Blackout with the sub. Appreciate it. Crazy how people wanted Titanfall 3, but they went with Titanfall 2 beta came out. They called it S. Wait, what? Crazy how people wanted Titanfall 3, but I think you meant to say, but when Titanfall 2's beta came out, they called it ass. Who called it ass? I feel like everybody who played Titanfall 2 loved the game. Titanfall 2 failed because of EA. They released it between the new Call of Duty and Battlefield, and it was still a relatively new IP. They cannibalized their own game, and the theory is they did that on purpose because Respawn owns the IP. Like EA just foots the bill for the development of Titanfall and they get a little bit of cut of it, but they don't own the IP. Respawn owns the IP. EA owns the Battlefield IP, so they put more advertising dollars behind Battlefield when it came out, and then they released Apex between Battlefield and Call of Duty, and it died because of it. Basically, the theory is because they don't own it, it was a big fuck you to Respawn. But most people who played Titanfall 2, I feel like they loved it. I don't know if I agree with that statement with the people saying the beta was ass. Yeah, most people say like, Titanfall 2 is probably in my top 100 games of all time. Fucking got a smudge on my damn glasses. So yeah, I don't know if I agree with that statement. Yeah, they pushed Battlefield too much. Is that not a conflict of interest? Yes, it would be a conflict of interest if you were benefiting a lot from it. But like I said, Respawn owns the Titanfall IP. So for EA, it's not as much as a conflict of interest because they weren't making as much money off of it, is what I'm trying to say. But they were making a lot of money off Battlefield because they own it. It's important to own your IP, chat. Matter of fact, had a company talking about they wanted to buy the GI IP in exchange for, you know, being a part of their platform and extra visibility. And I told my agent, no, I'm not doing that. That's a big no-no for me. You cannot own my IP. Once somebody owns your IP, that's when shit gets, I mean, that's why FaZe Clan is so fucked up right now. They sold their IP to some business. They talk about it all the time. You give control to people who don't know shit about content creation, you're gonna fuck over and upset the people that fuck with you in the first place. Yeah, we don't do no acquisitions over here. The post offers precious few details on the project, which is expected, but it does seem like Respawn Entertainment will be returning to its multiplayer roots for whatever this project shapes up to be. Though it has obviously been developing and supporting the live service multiplayer title Apex, Respawn has otherwise been too occupied making a string of licensed single-player hits for EA to double down on with the studio. Matter of fact, further reinforcing it, how Apex was sabotaged. Keep in mind, Respawn also made the Jedi series, Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order. EA is doing a licensing deal with Disney because Disney owns they own Star Wars. So because EA has more, they have a chance to make more money off of the Jedi Survivor series. You notice how when that came out, they were pushing the fuck out that game. They were pushing the fuck out that game. When Apex came out, they were not pushing it. Yeah, don't forget about Rooster Teeth. That's always the downfall when the acquisition happens and then everything changes. We know that Titanfall 3 has been developed for a full year before it was eventually canned and repurposed into Apex. Now I'm holding out hope that nearly 10 years after the last true. Yeah, you're just hoping. Yo, shout out to Buddy Bear with more bits. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. At this point, they're just yapping in the article. Which, by the way, in my video I uploaded today about gamers getting dumber, which is me talking about the article about the data came out about gamers don't want to strategize and shit. Somebody left a comment. They was just like, this man never wants to read, but he always want to fucking crack jokes and shit. Context matters, okay? The reason why I'll usually skip the first paragraph is because they're yapping. I read articles for the information. I don't care about his personal opinion on fucking Titanfall 2, bro. Also, I'm streaming and I'm trying to keep it entertaining. So absolutely, I'm trying to get to the information. I'm like, not interested in this part. If you read enough, if you really, because he's basically trying to tell me I'm not a real reader like him. If you read enough articles, you'll start to realize half of it is just jargon. It's yapping, bro. Fuck that shit. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, articles are usually rapping. If they read enough, they would understand it. Ain't nobody trying to get the information. I don't have a super high take on this one, but since the last podcast, since the last stream, it's been officially announced it will be Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which is crazy because when did Black Ops 5 come out? Was Cold War called, was it Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War? Was that the full title? Cold War was? Okay, I'm bugging then. But okay, it was a Black Ops, so I guess, yeah, that's 5. I'd be forgetting, because, yeah, we just call it Cold War. I'd be forgetting that was a Black Ops game, I guess. It's dropping on PS4. What is... It is. For those asking, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 will be available on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. It's not confirmed whether or not it'll be on last... Oh, wait, no, it's not. I'm bugging. I just read PS4. It's not confirmed whether it'll be on last-gen PS4, Xbox One, or Nintendo Switch yet. Xbox signed a 10-year deal with COD. It's not confirmed. There has never been a bad Black Ops. Don't start now. That's not true. Cold War was not that great. I know a lot of y'all like the story, but like when we talk about Call of Duty at this point, we're not talking about the story. The multiplayer was not good in Cold War, and Black Ops 4 was disgusting. Like, if you want to, I'll give you this. If you want to argue for Cold War, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Me personally, I thought it was a little mid. But like, I know a lot of people like the story, so I'll let people argue for Cold War. You're not arguing for Black Ops 4. That shit was ass. Stop it. That shit was fucking ass. The revisionist history is crazy. Everybody hated that game when it came out. It's just a Call of Duty cycle. Now all of a sudden y'all like it. Get the fuck out of here, bro. 33 Mortals beta. Nah, I'm good, J. Clue. I'll wait for the full game to come out. I love the multiplayer on Black Ops 4. You're gonna have your select few that did genuinely like it, I feel like. But the genuine consensus on that game, it was not good. It was not good. It's a 50-50. People be giving Treyarch too much credit now. It's a 50-50. We don't know if this game is gonna be, and that's why I don't know if y'all seen the tweet. It's going a little bit viral. This dude, like, yo, We gotta talk about this too while we on it. Where is it? Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't pay to be a corporate dick muncher. So this dude, I don't know who this is. It just appeared on my For You page, the most random shit, but it had 19,000 likes. He states Black Ops 6 will be the greatest Call of Duty ever. That's a crazy statement. We haven't seen any gameplay. We haven't even gotten a cinematic story trailer. 4 years in development, longest Call of Duty for COD. Devs claim they've been testing the game for 2 years. Treyarch's behind the title. It's a Black Ops game. It's like the jokes just write themselves. This is why the Call of Duty community just gets clowned all the time. Call of Duty 2K mad niggas. Y'all don't know anything about games. Y'all play Call of Duty. Please stop doing this, man. Longer development time does not equal a better game. Dead Island 2 was in development for almost 15 years. It sucks. Suicide Squad was in development for almost 10 years. It sucks. What are we talking about here? There's plenty of games. It may be the longest for COD, but it doesn't. It's an insane statement with no gameplay. And I can argue even if there was gameplay, it's still an insane statement, but it halfway makes sense because if you can make a game look good, but there's no gameplay out, then this statement is really crazy to me. The developers claim they've been testing the game for 2 years. Newsflash, Call of Duty community and all other casual gamers. That's standard for game development. When people are working on a game, they test it all throughout. Also, if they've been working on it for 4 years and only testing it for 2, I don't know where he's getting this information. I would hope they've been testing it for 4 years. What are we talking about here? They've been testing the game for 2 years. They should have been testing it for 4 years. What? I don't know, man. I don't know. You say, yeah, the math is not mathing. And don't take this as like, I want the game to be bad and like I'm trying to shit on this person. The point I'm trying to make is like, yo, it serves no purpose to be a corporate dick muncher. They are not paying your bills. Let the game come out, and if it's good, we'll celebrate it. If it's not, we'll clown it too. But like, yeah, you're just being like a real, like, I don't understand the part. Like, also from a, like, is this dude a content creator? The CEO and owner of Carnage Clan. Is this an esports org? All right, so this is like marketing 101, right? Just for the sake of your business, because he's a business owner, right? You have to protect your brand. It's funny, we were just talking about this in like acquisitions. You have to protect your brand. If you have a brand that you represent, why are you making these stupid statements? Because these stupid statements, because then people are going to come back and throw it in your face. It's more so like, I want people to win. Like, just think about the stuff you're saying. Like, just say, yo, I'm excited about Black Ops 2. I think the potential is great. But don't come out here and say this is going to be the greatest Call of Duty ever. Because if this shit turns out to be ass, all these people in the comments are going to get on you, bruh. Carnage fell off. I can't speak on that. I don't know anything about Carnage or whatever. Y'all know I don't really fuck with esports like that. But more so just like, yo, protect your brand, King. Protect your brand. Like, I want to see everybody win. Stop saying stupid shit. Anyways, next topic. Yo, I appreciate it for the dude. What up? They want them free codes bad. They want them bad. It's all about clicks. I wonder if that plays a role too. Cause like, you know, now you get, it's funny cause I just got paid from Twitter. I wonder if it has to do with the fact that there's ad revenue off tweets now. Shout out to Forza Mikey with the sub. People just want to get paid off tweets now. So they're just saying wild shit for engagement. Naughty Dog boss Neil Druckmann says AI will revolutionize how content is being created. For those who hate AI, I got another article for you. Druckmann, studio head and creative at Last of Us and Uncharted developer Naughty Dog, issued the comment as part of the Sony published interview on the company's creative entertainment vision. Druckmann was asked how he envisions the fusion of storytelling and technology evolving over the next 10 years as part of Sony's series that is also revealed. An idea for a futuristic PlayStation controller. What? Here's Druckmann's response in full. We're seeing this exciting marriage of cutting-edge technology with traditional storytelling that's pushing us into a future where enhanced fidelity isn't just about achieving realism, but about broadening the spectrum from highly stylized visuals to ultra-realistic ones. That's kind of a red flag to me. I don't know about, That sounds like what I got out of that is it's going to be easier than ever to make Uncharted 4 remaster, and we're going to get The Last of Us 3 remastered. Like, his focus is making on ultra realistic. No, I want more stylized graphics. I don't know, me as a gamer, I want more stylized graphics because I feel like those games age better. Speaking of Naughty Dog, I got a tweet to Dell seems to know something about the next game. Let me see. I want more stylized games. Watching what Naughty Dog discourse trending, but remembering the NDAs. Well, hopefully it's something good. Hopefully it's something good. They said this is gonna save the industry right here. Blade. Okay, I hope it's something good then, because the way I'm reading this, the games are gonna get more realistic looking. Let's keep reading though. This broadening of possibilities is fueled by increasingly accessible tools that allow even non-technical people to use their imagination and create worlds and narratives to their heart's content. Ooh, that's gonna make artists mad. Making art easier to produce, that's gonna make artists mad. Moreover, AI is really going to revolutionize how content is being created. Although it does bring up some ethical issues we need to address, with technologies like AI and the ability to do motion capture right from home, we're reducing both costs and technical hurdles, opening the door for us to take on more adventurous projects and push the boundaries of storytelling in games. This evolution is truly empowering creators to bring their vision to life without the traditional obstacles. He's basically saying there's good and there's bad to this. I understand both sides. What he's saying is this is going to allow them to produce more creative ideas efficiently, faster with the use of AI. And also it's going to give the tools to people who might not know how to draw or do 3D models. If they have a creative idea, they'll be able to use AI to produce this and do something in game development. That's the good thing. It's going to lower the barrier to entry. The bad thing is I'm also reading this as some people are going to lose their jobs, because I'm also reading this as this is going to cut down costs. We don't need 40 artists anymore. We need 10 and we'll use AI. So I'm reading it, but this could be good and bad. What up, Tricky? Welcome to the stream, bro. Later in the interview, Druckmann said AI will let Naughty Dog create nuanced dialogues and characters, expanding creative possibilities, but it insisted it was crucial to precisely direct these tools to achieve the intended outcomes. I emphasize mastering fundamentals over the tools. With AI, your creativity sets the limits, Druckmann said. Understanding art history, composition, and storytelling is essential for effective direction. I agree. I 100% agree. You can, if you don't understand something as simple as the rule of thirds, there's only so much you can do with AI, but I get what he's saying. Tools evolve quickly. Some tools, once essential, now are obsolete. At Naughty Dog, we transitioned from hand animating Jack and Dexter to this asshole. Make a new one, nigga. Don't bring Jack and Dexter's name up in the interview when you know niggas want that shit. You stick to talking about Nathan Drake and goddamn Ellie. To use motion capture in Uncharted, significantly enhancing our storytelling. AI will allow us to create nuanced dialogues, characters, and expanding creative possibilities. However, it's crucial to precisely direct these tools to achieve the intended outcomes. I'm not gonna lie, if I was working at Naughty Dog and reading this article, I would be wondering, like, damn, am I about to lose my job? Tools quickly evolve. Some tools once essential now are obsolete. Yeah, you said that. Does he go on even further? Druckmann's comments have caused a stir online, particularly with the video game community, where the impact of AI perhaps the hottest topic. Developers and gamers have expressed concern about the use of AI to replace everything from voice acting to narrative design, but executives have continued to push hard, telling the investment community it was fundamentally change how video games are made, and Druckmann alludes to cutting costs. Wait, how the hell is AI going to create nuanced dialogue? That I agree with. I don't think AI is there. I've told AI, like, write me a script on X, Y, and Z. That should be ass. It's not there. It's not there. I agree. I don't know. Maybe, but here's the thing. You have to keep in mind, AI is the worst it's ever been. It's only going to continue to get better year after year. So I think what he's alluding to is maybe they've had some type of breakthrough on technology that we're not aware of yet. And we have to wait to see how this plays out. As part of the same Sony series, head of PlayStation Productions and head of product PlayStation Studios, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Assad Quizbash, weighed in on AI to say to use in video games is important to Gen Z and Gen Alpha gamers who seek personalization across everything. Translation: the way we're justifying the use of AI is consumption is through the roof. Everybody believes in retail therapy. Everybody wants more skins and ways to customize their character than ever. But you guys have to understand that's hard to do. We as humans get tired. There's only so much we can draw, so much we can animate. So AI will help us produce more content for those who are thirsty to spend money. That's what I just read. Also, I'm of the belief AI will be used to improve or as a starting point for writers. I agree. It can be good. It depends on, and that's why they're going to have to further emphasize how they're going to be using it. For instance, non-player characters in games could interact with players based on their actions, making it feel more personal. This is important for the younger Gen Z and Gen Alpha audience who are first generations that grew up digitally and are looking for personalization across everything, as well as looking for experiences to have more meaning. It's a slippery slope. And you know what's funny? Before anybody dismisses this statement, it's kind of true, because remember, it was a few streams ago, I read an article, I think it was the day before yesterday, I read an article that said the main reason that people play games nowadays is for personal expression, like how they create their characters. The thing is, it's hard to keep up with that content. There's only so much artists can do. But early this year, the boss, yeah, he was just talking about some AI. Interesting. I already know that shit. I don't care about that. Imagine that why Xbox shut down all these studios to invest in AI too. Imagine that is why. That's speculation, and I'm not gonna put that on a body until we get like some further evidence. We got to see why. We don't know why the fuck they did that. With AI, wouldn't it lead to some copyright issues, especially if companies use Copilot? Would they even own what they even use? Well, you're under the presumption they're using something like Copilot. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know if they've had a breakthrough. There's so many, you have to understand, there's so many different models in terms of AI. They might have their own in-house model they developed that protects them from like copyright issues. I don't know. They need to come out and talk about it more. I'll tell you this much. One way this could backfire, I feel like you guys are just thinking of it from like an ethical issue. Another way this shit could backfire is if they use a bunch of AI for Uncharted, or not Uncharted, but The Last of Us 3 and the story's ass. They're just gonna get a lot of AI jokes thrown on them. You guys are lazy, AI story. Like, this shit could backfire in their face. So until we have some like working evidence of what exactly they're working on, I don't know what to feel about this. The only other than I would be concerned if I worked at Naughty Dog. I would be concerned, like, damn, maybe I need to start looking for another job, because the boss is coming out and giving statements about, hey, this is going to cut down on cost. That also means people are going to lose their jobs. Microsoft isn't making a bid to get Steam. That's been debunked. Who said? The day that article came out, I said that shit was ass. The source was trust me, bro. Let's see what else I got for you. This was interesting. This was in the article. What might a PlayStation controller look like 10 years from now? Sony has an idea. In a new video, Sony has imagined what a PlayStation controller might look like 10 years from now, and it's something straight out of Star Trek. Is this the video? How did I miss this? Sony Creative Official Vision 1 day ago. It only has 50,000 views. Let me see. Play this. There's an interesting research paper on ethical issues with AI where researchers saw AI NPCs grow consciousness. Yee. Keep the gat on you. What's the vision? Oh, here we go with this full screen glitch again. Oh, let me hit T again. I don't know why. It's got to be a plugin I've been using. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Hold up. There we go. Hit T. What up, Richie?
Will imagination carry us farther than we can see?
The new PlayStation Fleshlight. Hey, yo, keep your intrusive thoughts to yourself, my boy. God damn. Don't nobody care what you trying to do in My Hero Academia VR.
There aren't any.
To the teachers and shit.
Not in time, not in space, not here.
If I could just get a chance with one of those hot teachers. Well, what's the tall girl in My Hero? The tall girl. Oh my God, if she could just shit on me in VR, I really could be there.
Free as anything.
Could really be there.
Free to dream and create. Colors you can almost touch. Lights that dance in the dark.
The better question is, why would I ever want to touch a color? Who gives a fuck?
Sounds you can feel in your bones.
You know, that's actually a valid point now that you say that, TBH. Why would I ever want to touch one of those icky colors? You know what I'm saying? But it's about historical accuracy. Okay? Yasuke was not a samurai. He was a court jester for Nobunaga. Okay? Mount Lady?
Magic.
Yeah, Mount Lady.
Real magic.
Bro, what the fuck am I looking at?
It gets under your skin, stirs something deep inside. And just like that,
DEI is not gonna fly over here. What are they doing? Fucking tarot cards?
those stories, that fire inside us, it's catching. It's gonna leap, bound over the tangible.
Oh, that's the controller they're talking about. What am I, are they talking about they want to produce a controller that projects an image? Is that what they're saying? I gotta stop putting this shit in full screen. Is that what they're saying? Bruh. I can't. There we go. Yeah, I don't know about this. Like, where's the buttons at? I don't want to. Isn't this what they did with the Steam controller? These fucking dial buttons. I don't want to. This shit is ass.
Realms
I feel like there's certain things that don't need to be fixed.
beyond the edges of our little worlds and into places no one's dreamed of yet. We're linking arms with every story out there, making them deeper, richer. Something
Ghostbusters.
they call it Kondo. That feeling. It's that drum in your chest.
That's pretty cool, Trent.
Because these dreams, they're not just ours. We're passing them on, handing them
Imagine being an investor in Sony and seeing this video. This does not make me want to buy shares.
toward a future that thrives together into the endless
I think I'm gonna sell.
of Kondo.
Create infinite
reality.
I don't know what purpose this video served. 10 years from now, we'll be living in a more multi-layered world where physical and virtual realities overlap with boundaries. If so, yeah, okay. And in 1968, they thought we'd have flying cars in the year 2000. We had flip phones. If Sony, as a creative entertainment company, could be filling the world with new Kando in that future, what kind of experimental value would be offering to make? Man, this is no wonder this shit only got 50,000 views. Who gives a fuck? This was a waste of time. I don't know what I'm looking at. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they think that's what the future is going to look like. I'm letting you know right now, Sony, we don't want that controller. No, thank you. Don't fix it. Insider Gaming. Stellar Blade's latest update adds a boss challenge. I think it added some new modes and outfits. I think they did the. I think I seen what's the name tweet it. Hold up. Did a homeless? Let's see. I think I seen homeless tweet it. Let's see. There it is right there. They added in the update. They added the uncensored outfit. So all the guys out there, or all the gamers out there, I don't want to put it on the guys because there's a lot of femcells out there too. Remember, guys, femcells are on the rise. What's the name? Everybody that was complaining about the censorship, they now have got the sexy outfits in there. So, you know, you can play your game. And because I think y'all playing the game with the controller on the table. You know, there you go. There you go. Femcells? Yeah, femcells. They're very much a thing. They are very much a thing. The new outfits are hot. They're hot. Yeah. I knew femcells were a thing when my ex when I had a conversation with my ex, and we talked about growing the fan base in terms of women, because most of my audience is men. And I asked her, what do you think I should do to appeal more to grow like a bigger female audience? And she said that yeah, they're female incels. And she said, in order to grow a bigger female audience, she's like, you need to do what the other dudes do. And I'm like, what do the other male streamers do? He's like, basically, you need to show them like a little bit of extra attention, be nicer to them. And I just remember looking at her like, are you serious? Like, I'm not your boyfriend. The fuck is you talking about, bro? This is not a democracy. This is a banocracy. If you're weird, you're getting banned. I'm not doing that shit, bro. This is not no damn dating website. So if it comes at the expense that like more women don't like me, I don't give a fuck, because I don't want to fuck you bitches, bro. Like, what are you talking about? laugh extra hard when the girl don't it. Yeah, like you want me to like, yo, like, but apparently niggas do this shit. And like she gave me some links to some male streams and I started paying. Niggas really do that shit. They extra nice to the women. No, thank you. I treat everybody with the same respect. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm just here to talk about games and entertain. Fuck out of here. Yeah, that shit is weird. That shit is weird. We'll keep it moving. We'll find a different way. We'll find a different way. Let me turn this shit back on. Let's see. Rumor is Sony will announce a new Astrobot game in the next 15 days. Anybody? Astro's Play World. This shit in French. What the fuck? Put this shit in English. Shout out to Google Translate. Is it gonna translate it? There we go. The first rumors were made by contact journalist Jeff Grubb, journalist of Giant Bomb, and who usually does not hold his language too much. He has indeed stated that a PlayStation event will be held in May of this year. May? Oh shit. Hey, you got about one more week. Maybe there's a mystery PlayStation event coming next week I haven't heard of, but you got about one more week for this rumor is debunked. Yeah, they better hurry up. Just recently, Xbox Era's reporter Nick Baker shared that he had learned from his usual sources. I'm hearing the PlayStation show again. Oh my God. Still not sure on its label. Should be around the 28th, give or take for time zones. The 28th. So this Tuesday? Wouldn't they have announced that? Like, you should announce that like yesterday. You should announce that yesterday. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Y'all like Astro? I never played this giant. There's a chance it could be coming. Take it with a grain of salt. Oh yeah, I listened to the Drake BBL Drizzy bar and I was not feeling it. That shit was a 2-pack of ass. X Defiant releases its first patch, but it's not tackling cheaters. So apparently there are cheaters. It was alright. Cool little demo. What this patch do? Preseason patch 1. Oh, there we go. Fuck this. Game mode. Sometimes players loading into the practice zone would spawn outside the world. That's weird. Fixed an issue where if the player died during the device deployment animation, I don't care about that. Netcode. The issue where you'd get hit markers on an enemy as they killed you, but their health bar still appeared full to you. It's just like small stuff. They do need to work on the hit registration. There's been some like weird stuff sometimes when you play this game. Crash 4 is the best platformer. Yeah, get out of here. Crash 4 is not the best platform. That's not even in the conversation for the best. That's not even the best Crash game, and Crash sucks.